Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So I've been talking about this for a little while in various, social media or Discord, whatever, but I figured I'd go ahead and do a video on this now. First of all, I do want to mention that this is something I put together relatively quickly, so, the skill sets and all that is just completely random. I wouldn't say random, but just on top of my head, so to speak. So, take it for as you will. It's just a suggestion at the end of the day, but, at the end of the day, I would really love to see an LR Z-Fighters card introduced to Dokkan Battle, and I really think for this type of unit, it should totally be a free-to-play type card. Just so, everybody has the ability to not only get the unit, but, put in the levels toward, maxing out the unit, rainbow status, all that. Z-Fighters is one of those universally loved units or a group of characters, I guess, in a way, and I would think it'd be a really great addition to introduce the Dokkan Battle. So let's just cover some of the sample stats that I just on top of my head I came up with. And I do have to shout out to everyone on the Discord server for definitely providing some additional inputs and recommendations on how to build around the unit. So definitely do appreciate you guys commenting and letting me know what suggestions there were. So again, I think this should totally be a free-to-play unit. I think honestly, type-wise, super physical type really do fit the unit well. In terms of leader skill, you obviously want to see a Z-Fighters category leader skill with Ki +3, HP attack and defense 130% increase. Now the 130% is pretty high, extremely high actually for a free-to-play unit, but the only reason why I wanted to go to that amount is because units like Krillin really need that extra boost. Like, as far as I know, in terms of a good Krillin card in the game right now, he doesn't fall into any categories. So you could essentially run 120% lead with the super type leaders, so that's kind of why I put in 130%. Again, this could definitely be introduced later on in the game where 130% for a free-to-play leader skill is pretty realistic. There's no timing issue with it. I mean, it could just come out whenever. I don't even know if it'll come out, period, so that's why I suggested 130%. Now, max stats, it's pretty random. I think I based this on like the free-to-play LR Goku and Raleigh unit, something similar to that extent, just to not make it ridiculously crazy stats or anything. So HP is 17,000 flat, attack is 18,237, defense is 11,635. So I think it's reasonable enough for a free-to-play LR to have these types of stats. Now in terms of super attack, I did write down the 12 key and 18 key. For 12 key, let's just title it Defenders of Earth. Causes colossal damage to enemy and medium chance to stun the enemy. So I factored in stunning just because there are certain characters that do have that ability, skill sets currently in Dokkan Battle, so just wanted to put that in. And then for the 18 key is don't underestimate Earth. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega-colossal damage to enemy and high chance to stun the enemy. Pretty broken, honestly, yes, but I think it's viable enough and realistic enough so you could potentially have this type of leader skill for a free-to-play unit. The passive skill is Power of Earth, super class allies, Ki +3, attack and defense increase to 30%. It is a group of characters and warriors, so I figured you want some sort of passive skill that provides, a boost to the overall team itself. And then the secondary passive is if HP falls below 30% for 1 time only, Krillin brings the senzu beans and the team fully recovers HP. So I think it's a good way to introduce, or not introduce, but put Krillin in the limelight a little bit. Since he's always coming in clutch with the senzu beans and whatever. So I kind of wanted to incorporate something like that. Now in terms of links, it's pretty straightforward stuff. Z-Fighters, Courage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Shouting to the Limit, Experienced Fighters, and of course Legendary Power. In terms of 12 key multiplier, of course, it's 140%, and 24 key would be 200%. So again, these are just very general, rough draft, ideas and concepts, but I've definitely said I really would like to see an LR Z-Fighters card introduced to the game. I'm sure you guys have a lot of other units and ideas that, Dokkan Battle would be great if they included. So you know, blast away in the comment section. Definitely let me know what your ideas on, and depending on, you know, the comments activity and all that, maybe I'll just do this occasionally and introduce you know, card ideas or whatever. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the short video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.